Have you ever wondered what causes the ground beneath your feet to shake? It's a question that has piqued the curiosity of many. Welcome to the fascinating world of earthquakes, a natural phenomenon that can be as intriguing as it is terrifying. Earthquakes, you see, are not just random events. They are the result of complex geological processes that have been going on for millions of years. They are the Earth's way of releasing energy, like a pressure cooker letting off steam. But did you know there are different types of earthquakes? That's right. Each type is unique, caused by different geological activities and occurring in different parts of the world. From the deep, rumbling quakes that shake the ocean floor to the sudden jarring quakes that can topple skyscrapers, each earthquake tells a story about the Earth's inner workings. So are you ready to uncover the mystery of earthquakes? Now let's delve deeper into what causes these ground-shaking phenomena. To understand earthquakes, we first need to look beneath the Earth's surface. Our planet isn't a solid mass, but rather a collection of giant puzzle pieces known as tectonic plates. These plates, floating on Earth's semi-fluid mantle, are constantly on the move, albeit at a snail's pace. Over millions of years, they slide, collide, and diverge, shaping the world we know today. Imagine the Earth as an apple. The thin skin of the apple represents the Earth's crust, divided into these tectonic plates. Beneath this crust is the mantle, akin to the apple's flesh. At the core of the Earth, like the apple's seed, is a sphere of hot, dense material. Now let's delve into the birth of an earthquake. This event originates from the slow but steady movement of tectonic plates. When two plates slide past each other, they don't do so smoothly. The rough edges of the plates snag on each other, causing tension to build up over time. Picture this. You're trying to slide a heavy piece of furniture across a rough carpet. It resists, and then suddenly it gives way. That's precisely what happens with tectonic plates. The tension finally reaches a tipping point, and the plates suddenly slip, releasing a huge amount of energy. This energy travels in waves through the Earth's crust, causing the ground to shake, an earthquake. The point beneath the Earth's surface where this energy release occurs is the earthquake's epicenter. From this epicenter, seismic waves radiate in all directions, much like ripples in a pond when you throw a stone. These waves, felt as ground shaking, can wreak havoc on human-made structures and the natural environment. The magnitude of an earthquake is determined by the amount of energy released, which in turn is related to the amount of movement and the size of the fault on which it occurs. This magnitude is what seismologists measure to understand the size of an earthquake. So it's the plates that are to blame for these earth-shaking events, but are all earthquakes the same? You might be surprised to learn that not all earthquakes are created equal. Indeed, our Earth is a dynamic and living entity, constantly reshaping itself through seismic activities. In this realm of geological unrest, there are three main types of earthquakes: tectonic, volcanic, and collapse. To start, let's delve into tectonic earthquakes, the most common and powerful of all. These quakes occur when the Earth's crust is subjected to immense stress from the shifting of tectonic plates. As these plates jostle for space, they sometimes get stuck at their edges. Over time, the stress builds up until it's finally released, resulting in a tectonic earthquake. These quakes can happen anywhere there's a fault line, but they're particularly frequent around the boundaries of the Earth's major tectonic plates. Next in line are volcanic earthquakes, which, as the name implies, are closely linked to volcanic activity. These earthquakes are triggered by the sudden movement of magma beneath the Earth's surface. As the magma pushes its way up, it fractures the rock around it, causing the ground to shake. Volcanic earthquakes are usually localized around volcanoes and can often signal an impending eruption. Lastly, we have collapse earthquakes. These are smaller quakes that occur in regions with intense underground activity, like mining. When humans dig into the Earth, we sometimes create voids that the surrounding rock can't support. When these voids collapse, it creates an earthquake. These are usually less severe, but can still cause significant damage close to the epicenter. In essence, each type of earthquake is a testament to the dynamic nature of our planet. They remind us that the Earth beneath our feet is constantly changing, driven by a range of geological processes. Tectonic earthquakes reveal the grand scale of plate tectonics. Volcanic earthquakes echo the fiery movement of magma, and collapse earthquakes highlight the impact of human activity on our planet. Each type of earthquake has unique characteristics, but they all share one thing in common: the ability to shake the ground beneath us. Let's recap what we've learned about earthquakes. Earthquakes at their core are the result of a natural phenomenon that arises due to the constant movement of the Earth's tectonic plates. These massive, rigid slabs of rock, which form the Earth's crust and upper mantle, are always in motion, albeit at a pace that's typically slower than a snail's crawl. However, when these plates interact at their boundaries, whether they're diverging, converging, or sliding past one another, the energy that builds up can be released in the form of seismic waves. And voila, you've got yourself an earthquake. We also delved into the different types of earthquakes. First, we have tectonic earthquakes, which are the most common. These quakes occur when stress along a fault line causes a rupture, releasing energy that is built up over time. These are the ones that can cause significant damage and are often followed by a series of smaller aftershocks. Next, we have volcanic earthquakes, which are triggered by the movement of magma beneath the Earth's surface. These quakes are usually localized around active volcanoes and can serve as a warning sign of an impending eruption. They are typically less powerful than tectonic earthquakes but can still pack quite a punch. Finally, we have collapse earthquakes, which are generally small and occur in underground caverns or mines due to a sudden collapse of the Earth's surface. They're less common and less dangerous than the other two types, but still warrant our attention. Each of these earthquakes, while different in their origins and impacts, are integral in shaping the landscape of our planet and providing invaluable insights into its inner workings. Understanding earthquakes helps us appreciate the dynamic nature of our planet. So, the next time the ground shakes, you'll know exactly what's happening beneath your feet.